Hi, I'm Regina Martinho, and today we talk a little about the music of English. And together with that, I'm gonna teach you a little about reduction inside a sentence, all right? Because when we speak Portuguese, the intonation, the rhythm is totally different. In English, we have words that are stronger in the sentence. So what happens is the sentence in English is not divided in words. Listen, this is very important. We don't divide what we're saying word by word. We don't do that in English. In English, we divide a sentence in blocks. So what is that? What are you talking about? Let me explain this better. When you have a sentence in English, you have the stressed words that are the strong words that I'm talking about here, and then you have the weak words that are the unstressed words. These words together will form blocks. That's why it's so hard to understand American English, because the words come in chunks, they come in parts together. They are divided in parts. So this is what we're talking about a little today. I decided to pick a sentence to show you how it works, and then you can practice alone, all right? With this hint that I'm going to give you. If I get a sentence like, I read the book because it was a good story, you see that I can divide a sentence in two blocks. Block 1, I read the book. Block 2, because it was a good story. You see? So I'm going to work on block 1. I read the book. I read the book. The, very weak, unstressed. I read the book. I read the book. The verb is strong. The noun is strong. Read book. Something important to mention here is that usually people say, oh, when I watch a movie, I understand some words. I don't understand everything, but I understand some words. I'll tell you a secret. You know which are the words that usually people understand? The stressed words, the strong words in the sentence. So when I say, I read the book, the I is almost unnoticed in the sentence. You know it's there because it has to be there, but it's not something that you hear because it's unstressed, it's unimportant. It's not a content word. It's not a word that will change the meaning of the sentence. You understand that? So it's not important. So I don't stress it. Because I don't stress it, I reduce it. You get this? So I don't say, I read the book. No, I read the book, the book. I read the book. Okay? So that would be the first part of the sentence. And it's very important that you all understand this thing of ups and downs, strong, weak, stressed, unstressed. This is how English works. And once you get the hang of it, it's going to flow much, much better. Now, we're going to the second part of the sentence, the second block. Because it was a good story, because it, the T is here, it's hanging. Eu deixo esse T penduradinho aqui, ó. Tá dentro da minha boca, eu formei o T, it. This T is a stop T, okay? É como a gente chama esse T, stop T. I don't say it, but I form it. Because it, olha o T aqui, it was. It was is wrong. Don't say it was. Brazilians tend to say it was. No, that's not correct. It is correct. It was. Because this W, this wa is not a vowel. Okay, it's a semi-vowel, so you cannot say it was. Forget about it. Don't say it again. It was. Because it was, not because that word is not important. Good, good. What do I do with this D? Good. I have it here. Forma o D, deixa presinho aqui dentro, mas eu faço dentro da minha boca toda a formação desse D. Good. Mas eu não solto. Ele fica presinho aqui. Good story. Story. Palavra importante. Story. Because it was. Vou juntar com o som de Z. It was a good story. Because it was a good story. Now, because it was a good story. Because it was a good story. Because it was é bloco. It's one block of unstressed, weak, function words. They're not important. So they're hard to understand. If you're watching a movie, maybe those are the words that will be probably unnoticed because it was a good, okay, that's important, story. Story is the most important word. Good is important, story more important. Good story, because it was a 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 good, de presinho, story, because it was a good story. Everything now. I read the book. Forgot to talk about that. Book. Preso aqui. I don't say bookie. No, you cannot put a vowel in a consonant. Brazilians tend to do that. Nós, brasileiros, não temos palavras terminadas em consoante. Então, o que a gente faz? A gente coloca uma vogal. Fala book, Skype, no, ok? So, book. O K tá aqui, ó. But I don't put it out. Mas eu formo. Book, book. I read the book. E não é book, e nem book. Book, book, book. É um som entre o, u. Book, book, book. É um o com circunflexo. I read the book. I read the book. I read the book because it was a good story. I read the book because it was a good story. You got it? So try to practice the sentence because we have a lot of hints here. We have a lot of things that for sure will bring you more details about how pronunciation can change your English. And of course, if you speak this way, you will understand when Americans say it. When you hear an American in a movie or a foreigner talking to you, it's not going to be hard anymore because you think, okay, I know the way that person talks. I've learned it. I can do it myself. So it's easier for you to speak and it's easier for you to understand. So the purpose here is to make you feel confident, to make you feel, okay, proud of the English you speak. All right? This is the idea. I want you to be proud of the English you speak. I don't want you to talk like a native speaker. Far from that. Forget about that concept. That's not for me, right? We are Brazilians and we have to talk we have to carry an accent because we do carry an accent. I carry an accent myself, but we have to speak English the best way we can. We have to know rules. We have to know what's cut. We have to know what's reduced. Why? Because it will make understanding easy for you. It will make things easier for you. It will make things easier for both sides, for people that are listening to you and for you as a listener. So remember that and don't think like I don't want to talk like a native. This is not the idea. The idea is I want to be proud of the English I speak. I want to have good English. I want to have clear English. I want to be very happy. I want to be very confident when I talk to people. See you next time. Bye-bye.